Good rising, everybody. This is Aura Aru coming to you on the road today. I had to pull over and take care of this because we had an urgent situation this morning. But I'm here and I am committed to this 52 days, and this is day 5. Woohoo! And I really was looking forward to it today. So, we're on the road, but I brought everything with me. I'm going to read the affirmation 3 times. Deep cleansing breaths while you do it. We'll talk about diaphragmatic breaths the next time we get together. And make sure that you're getting as much as possible out of the breath work part of what we're doing. I release any guilt I may have about experiencing grief. I release any guilt I may have about experiencing grief. I release any guilt I may have about experiencing grief. This one brought up a couple of thoughts and a story. This recent series of transitions that I've been going through have caused an interesting traumatic reaction. And that's that I repeat myself often. And in specifics, I repeat aspects of the trauma when communicating with people. I've recently had several close friends tell me that they've noticed that. Some of them have said it with deep grace and love, and I can feel their desire to help in the acknowledgement of it. Others, not so much. This is how it goes. The bottom line here is this, and I wanted to read this to you specifically because it comes from the book and it's also on point, I feel, for your posture, your emotional posture and your reactional posture. When you release your opinion about your grief, you then give yourself permission to simply feel. Judgment of your feelings can create resistance and to healing. Judgment of your feelings can create resistance to healing and perhaps cause you to feel undeserving of joy of any kind. When I started repeating myself and I noticed the reaction to it, I realized a couple of things. Some people don't believe that you should express grief outwardly in any way. Some people believe that you dishonor the individual that has passed on, or you are refusing to move forward in some way because you're repeating yourself, and they take that as repeating as you wanting that from people, almost wanting sympathy, kind of thing. But the truth is, and that's it, they have a right to their opinion, but the truth may be that you are stuck in the trauma. If you got fired one day after getting a raise, bet you got trauma. If you took a road trip and ended up getting verbally or even physically assaulted by someone who just didn't like your face, I bet you got trauma. I could go on. And if someone has passed that you did not expect to pass, and it was sudden, guess what? You might have trauma. And you have a right to express it, but you also have a right / responsibility to focus on yours and moving forward in a way that feels comfortable and healthy for you and honors the actual feelings you're having at that moment. You deserve that. And if the individuals around you are into shaming, or maybe they're bored with the story, or they're pained by hearing it and just don't have the skills to express that, whatever their deal is, forgive them in order to focus on you. Okay? In order to focus on you. I'm going to move on from that and move into the tones. Because someone asked me, what were the tones in the piece that is playing while I'm talking? And I just want you to know that all of the tones that are used for grief are specific to an aspect of grief that we're balancing. And I find that sound frequency recipes, or what I like to call sound scripts, are the best way to get a holistic experience out of it. So here goes. Here are the hertz numbers that are underneath that tone. 174, 10K, as in 10,000, 417, 285, 396, 432, excuse me, I always do it in threes, and 136.1. Some of you will recognize those tones in other capacities that they have been used. And if you have any questions about the combination, you're more than welcome to give me a shout via DMs, or you can email me at orabjoyful10@proto.me or proton.me. I'm going to spell it out. ORABJOYFULL and the number 10 at PROTON.me. You can do either, and feel free to ask me anything that you want. Now, for this next part, this will be tricky because I am in the car, but let's see if we can do this. I think I've got a way to do it. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo, woo-hoo. Okay, here we go. And let's see. Can you see that? Can you see that? I hope you can see that. Okay, so, and I'm going to just let it sit there while I hit the tones of 528 and 128 hertz. Go ahead. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. I hope you got a good screenshot. If you didn't, let me know. This is the 128, and this is the 528 hertz tuning forks. And when I do my little and start to do symbols in the air, I'm actually doing both Reiki symbols and Sekum Reiki symbols, which are Egyptian in their base, in their foundation. I have the blessing of having studied with some pretty amazing people where Sekum Reiki is concerned, as well as Reiki. And I love doing it in the air and then sending it to you, which is what I'm doing. So I hope that you receive the healing in the way that it is intended to be felt and given. Finally, we're going to do our breath work. Diaphragmatic breaths would have you breathing from your belly and pushing it out until it's full. And then the chest rises, and then you blow it out. So, on that normal breath that I've been suggesting, that for those who may have some constrictions here, to go and breathe this way. And for those who don't have any restrictions and can breathe easily through their nose, easy, gentle breaths in. On the in, you are allowing the healing, and on the out, you are releasing anything stuck or in discomfort for you right now. Okay? All right. For our own sake, I'm going to turn off this music. And guess what? I even brought my drum. So, for the next 2 minutes, just allow and release. And by the way, if you feel like getting up and dancing, please do so. Yeah. And for those who've been asking, here's the drum. I really love it. It was a gift from a good friend and a student. And it makes my heart sing. And it's not about being perfect. It's about expressing. Find the instrument that works for you and bang the heck out of it. Blow the you-know-what out of it. Whatever you need to do to give yourself permission to release. And sound is such a very important part of it. Thanks for coming. Thanks for meeting me on the road. Remember to like, subscribe, share. I appreciate it. Take care now.